My name is Carlos Walker. This is Art and Hustle Black Authors Matter, and I'm here with Miss Nicole Crashing. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing perfect. I woke up this morning. Looked like two of us did.
That's a blessing.
I promise you. So, if you will, share a little bit about who you are and what you do.
I'm Nicole, and I have been a mother for the last almost 18 years. I've always been passionate about children, and recently I've become an author.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, it's kind of out of the blue, this whole journey. It honestly stemmed from the media. Um, I was I'm autistic, and I was diagnosed 2 years ago. And after being diagnosed, uh, like 2 months later, my youngest daughter was diagnosed. So while I was trying to figure out my journey, I was also trying to make sure that I could love and accept myself so she can grow up to love and accept herself. And this past year, I started seeing negative things in the media about autistic people, and I felt attacked. And I started thinking about how I felt growing up, how my daughter is so free right now. She's only 4. So, she's oblivious to this. And I wanted her to never feel the way that I felt growing up. And when I started like processing that, I tried to step away from social media because it was just everywhere, and I was, I was taking offense to it. And when I thought I could breathe, I came back, and I was still seeing it, and I got angry. So my entire life, I've always written for myself in silence, like poetry and stuff like that. It's been a passion. And I tried to use that outlet for the feelings I was feeling, but it wasn't working. So I just started writing like almost a letter to my daughter. And in the
Mm.
process of doing that, I started thinking about other children.
Mm.
And so from that point on, I just started writing and looking into illustrators and trying to figure out how I can put my message out to the world so that kids can see it, understand it, grow up with that message to be kind human beings and learn not to judge people and create a better world in the future for people like my daughter. And
So,
here I am.
one, I want to thank you for being bold enough to take your message and put it out there. Because as I was sharing with you earlier, you're a superhero. You're the main character in your story. You're a
Mhm.
supporting cast member in everybody else's story. And because you have created this book, many youth who are who are associated with this, they will later on in life be able to know that they are empowered with a gift.
Mhm.
Because look at you. You was able to put a book together
Yeah.
and about your story to empower not just your daughter, you thought about everybody else. And now here you are, an author of
Yep.
your first book. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
many more to come, but
Oh, I have many more to come. I have a
and
whole bunch of manuscripts.
and even on top of that, you're also willing to step out. This is your first interview, correct?
This is my second interview.
Okay, second
Yeah.
interview, and you are
Yes.
boldly stepping outside of your comfort zone to make this work.
Yes. I feel it's important. I don't like what I see, and I always tell myself, if I can change one person's perspective, then I've done my job. If I can make one child feel better, then that's all that matters. And so far, it's been more than one or two people, and I'm going to cry thinking about it, because that's why I'm doing it. No matter how uncomfortable I am, I'll keep doing it.
That's a superpower. To push past the comfort zone is how you get to what God wants for you. When you are willing to not allow emotions or self, because that emotions deal with self, not
Yeah.
allow self to get in the way. You become the version of you that you are becoming now. And I commend you for that, because sometimes I think people need to be able to hear success stories like yours. You came across my thread, and when I seen you, I was like, hey, I need to interview her about her book. One, I commend you on the books you have sold. You have sold how many books as of now?
Oh, only a few so far. A few.
Hey, but many will be sold. One, you was willing to put it out there.
Mhm.
That in itself is the start of everything, of you willing to write it. Most people, they aren't authors, and it ain't because they can't be. They haven't chose to put pen to paper.
Yeah, yeah, that's so true.
You didn't just stop there. You just told me you started reaching out to people who could do the illustrations for your book. You started doing homework.
Yep.
Then you published the book.
Yes, I found my amazing illustrator, and she just brought the story completely to life. It's amazing what she did. I'm still in awe of what she's done. It's, I'm thankful. I'm blessed, and yeah, this whole process has been I'm learning as I go, and I just push and push and push and push, because I wanted to understand everything, and I'm still learning, and I won't stop learning. Getting the book out took some time, took some hiccups. It's out there. I'm doing my outreach and all that, and making my little videos and stuff. I got some good news yesterday that a library is considering putting my book on their shelf. And so it's just special.
How long have your book been out?
It just came out okay, it's been out on Goodnight Reads, the manuscript, for a few months, but my book literally just came out maybe about a week ago now, 2 weeks. It's
Mm,
just out
mm.
new.
So I'm gonna inspire you to keep doing what you're doing.
Okay.
There are there's no right or wrongs in anything. What you get to become is two things. You become one, you're a leader. Other people get to see how you are leading because you're taking charge. And
Yeah.
then number two, you will gather information to help others as you go along the way and share
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
Because the more that they see you, the more that not only just your daughter, because your daughter is watching you too.
Mhm.
She get to see, hey, my mama wrote a book.
Yeah.
My mama keep books, look, at all times, look, and she's selling them. Look,
Yeah.
this is an entrepreneurial skill that you don't know that you're handing off to your daughter at this moment, but you are.
Yeah. That's true. I never thought about that.
And
This is special.
and you got to remember, you're doing it because of her. You wanted to
Yeah.
make sure that what you felt, she don't feel. And
Yeah.
it's because of her that you are taking charge and saying, look, I'm willing to put my life out so to make sure that your life be better. This is what
Yes.
great parenting is, but a person who cares about society at large.
Absolutely.
So that righteous anger that you felt, you could have cursed a bunch of people out.
Oh
You
yeah.
did. You chose not to. You chose to take this righteous path with your anger and give it and make it a teaching lesson.
Hmm.
That is
Yeah.
through your book. That is for the young children who may mess around and are into bullying people, not knowing that they're still human and they may be going through some things,
Yep.
or it may be some things that are there that aren't what we think is normal. But what I want to share with you, most artistic people that I've ever met was probably some of the most talented that I've ever met.
Yeah. There are some incredible people out there. I tell you, really, it's incredible, amazing.
It's almost as if it's a blessing to be able to see the things that artistic people do that most of us don't even realize that we're able to do, from doing art, from being able to sing. They lock into their gifts.
Hmm.
And to be honest, I think everybody has a small portion of it, may not be in its full spectrum, but when you actually think of it, how geniuses take and accomplish goals,
Hmm.
it's part of that, it's part of the artistic spectrum, how they get concentrated.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes
So
sense.
enough about me talking and sharing this. This is about you. Um, Share a little bit about your book.
So, my book is about a little girl named Jade, and she is obsessed, fascinated, and finds calm in anything green, specifically nature. And she's just doing what she always does, playing in her backyard, like doing her little, her stimming and her playing with the rocks and all that stuff, and just in her world.
Mhm.
And one day there's some eyes on her and it causes her fear. And, she has a meltdown, and her mother, who's also autistic, um, comes to her aid and is confronted with people that she has to explain, why Jade is being Jade. And in that conversation, understanding brings friendship in the end.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, I don't like to assume, would this have something to do with you in your life at some point?
Um, yes, and yeah, I guess it is in a sense. Me and my daughter, we love nature. So
Mm.
it definitely starts from that. We both find calm in nature. If I'm upset, I'm outside,
Mm.
and I can reset outside, and her too. So that's where that comes from. But also it comes from seeing my daughter and how she interacted with other children, and how some children have interacted with her. So
Yeah.
it's basically me looking at her, and it kind of brought this story to me, and then thinking about how isolated I was as a kid, a teen, and even adult. Um, how people treated me, and I didn't know why back then. Um, if like I learned, if those conversations would have been had with those people, then you know my life might have been a little bit different. And so I guess I took in aspects of my life and my daughter's and incorporated it into the book, for sure.
Mm. Um, I think it was Nina Simone that actually said that art imitates life.
Hmm.
And you was able to pick certain pieces out of your story, out of your daughter's story, out of the things that y'all like to do together, and
Yeah.
actually transform it into this piece of art that you have created for the world to see.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm forever grateful for that, because that is what we are called here to do, is help people to understand sometimes, because it's the lack of understanding or the ignorance that have people say wow stuff that they don't know that is hurtful. But
Absolutely.
it's us who can push past emotions, the ones that we feel, the negativity, and say, look, this is a moment of clarity that I get to share with you and why this isn't right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you for being the brave soul that you are.
Thank you for acknowledging it. I'm not used to that.
And if you will, before we go, I want to ask if you will share a word of wisdom. I would like for you to come from deep down and help inspire people. And then last, let them know where they can buy your book, because I want everybody to be able to say, hey, I need this book.
So I guess my word of advice, and it might be redundant, I don't know, is just take your time to get to know people, because we can't always see what someone's going through. People can appear fine on the outside and be mentally struggling on the inside. You can't see autism, like it's not visible. You can't see depression, certain illnesses, so if you just take the second to talk to someone, you'll see that there are wonderful people. But if you just have a negative attitude towards other humans who are just living their lives, you're doing damage, and it's not healthy. It's not good. We all need to communicate. At the end of the day, we need to communicate. And if you're interested in my book, you can find my book and all my future projects on writingandcrashing.com. And there's also resources on there too. So
not just if you're interested, go get the book anyway.
Look,
I need you to purchase a book for maybe your kid. Your kid may not be artistic, but they may be one who like to make fun of things. And what this may do is open up their mindset that they may not stay in ignorance, but to be able to help somebody. And as in the book, become friends with somebody that may inspire somebody else.
Yeah.
So,
and it's not just I just don't it's a children's book, but I feel like it's for anybody. If it resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, then the book is for you.
I like that you put that in there. So, my name is Carlos Walker. This is Art and Hustle, Black Authors Matter, and this is Nicole Crash. Peace and blessings.